Today, Hillary Clinton delivered a speech that in many respects could have been delivered by a Republican, even a neoconservative. For instance, this line about leadership.
The United States is an exceptional nation. I believe we are still Lincoln's last, best hope of Earth. We're still Reagan's shining city on a hill. We're still Robert Kennedy's great, unselfish, compassionate country.
And there was a line Clinton uttered about what happens if America allows a leadership vacuum.
Because when America fails to lead, we leave a vacuum that either causes chaos or other countries or networks rush in to fill the void.
If that language sounded familiar, here's what Republican Senator Marco Rubio said at the Ronald Reagan dinner in Bettendorf, Iowa in October 2014.
So from a national security perspective, the absence of American leadership leads a vacuum that leads to chaos. And we're seeing it play out in every region of this planet.
Clinton's calls for American leadership have already brought a long line of endorsements from Republican security officials from past administrations. Today, the campaign added another one, James Cladd, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense under President George W. Bush. Joining me now, Jennifer Granholm, former governor of Michigan and co-chair of Hillary Clinton's transition team. To those who are wary in the Democratic Party and the center left or across the political spectrum about how Hillary Clinton approaches the projection of American force and the use of military force, what can you say to reassure them in the wake of rhetoric that sounds very much like some of the most sort of hawkish voices in American public discourse, endorsements from a lot of those folks, and a record of supporting a fair amount of military intervention?
Well, I'd say two things, Chris. One is this. Hillary Clinton is giving Democrats an ability to be patriotic. I say this as an immigrant to this country, and whether your people were brought here by the Amistad or whether they flew here on American Airlines or came across the Arizona border, our diversity is our American exceptionalism, and she referred to the diversity of the military, but it allows Democrats to define American exceptionalism our way, our convention, where we were all waving the American flag. It's been hard as a Democrat to see Republicans embrace that and sort of take it from us. Now, Democrats are saying we are exceptional and we're going to define it our way. And that means we're going to define it our way in terms of what makes this country great, in terms of how we project ourselves across the world. She talked about how important it was when we went in to get Osama bin Laden, that we didn't just wipe out his family, that we, because of our values and who we are, got them out of there safely. Our projection across the world is not just us leading, it is us pulling people along together. So for Democrats to be proud of being patriotic, to be proud of being American, it is a big gift to us as a party.
Well, I mean, I think most people in American politics, the highest reaches, most people who run for president think America's an exceptional nation. I think that if you polled members of Congress, that's a consensus view. It's a view I think most Americans probably share. I think the definition of that could be a little bit difficult to pin down, frankly. But on this question of leadership, I mean, what struck me about sort of putting the Hillary Clinton and the Marco Rubio SOTs together, those sound bites together, was that has been a call from critics of this president that America has not led under President Obama. And I can't tell if this rhetoric from Hillary Clinton is meant to sort of subtly distance herself from some of the aggressive restraint, to use a phrase, that the president has sort of promulgated as president.
I don't think she's distancing from him at all. I think she's helping to explain and say where she's going to take it to the next level. I mean, her definition of American exceptionalism, it's not just that we are the biggest economy or that we're the most powerful military or that, any of that, or that we've got, the most robust GDP. It is because we use our assets to benefit the world. It is because we are not shrinking in the face of what are global threats, that we are linking arms with other countries and using all of those great things about us to be able to make the world a better place. Progressives should feel really good about that.
All right, Jennifer Granholm, thank you for your time tonight. I appreciate it.
You bet.